Hey, what's up guys? I don't know if you like me and like wireless speakers. Harman Kardon has a new series called Citation, and I thought we should take a look at one of their smaller speakers, the Citation ONE. The Citation ONE is a wireless speaker with Google Assistant, and I must say this has a really good sound, but we come to that later on. If we take a look at the design, so it's quite modern. On the outside so do we have a fabric. This is wool that's both dust repellent and flame retardant, so the fabric should take a lot. You can get it in both gray and black. On the top so do we have a touch-sensitive surface. Here do you have all the control buttons like controlling the volume, mute the mic, activate Google Assistant and things like that. And I must say the control panel works really good. I haven't had any problem there. If we take a look at the bottom, so do we have a service port, and we also have the power, and we have a reset button if you like to reset your speaker for some reason. When it comes to connections, is there one limitation. You don't have any wired connection. So you're either dependent on Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. But the Bluetooth signal is very good. I have tested it in my whole apartment without having any problem. And I can't remember any other product I have tested that could handle that. So the Bluetooth signal seems to be very good. And it's very easy to set up. If you wanted to use Bluetooth, so do you just press the Bluetooth button on the top. And then you're connected with your device. Then you're up and running. Then you can see 4 LED lights on the front turn blue. If you're going to use Wi-Fi, so do you just download the Google Home app. And then you just add the device and you see your speaker there. And then you're up and running. So it's very easy to connect to your speaker. And if you have a lot of speakers from the Citation series, so do you have a lot of opportunities here. You can use it a multi-room setup, or you can even group them in groups. And there you can control the different speakers. You can set the volume, so you can balance the speakers in between them. So there's a lot of cool possibilities you can connect, or you can configure the whole setup here. And now when you're up and running with your Wi-Fi, so can you use Google Assistant to control your speaker with your voice. And then can you say things like, "Hey Google, play some music."
Playing some music on Spotify.
Most of the time when I use Google Assistant, so use it just for controlling music or the lights. I have a Nexa and a Philips Hue systems. I can feel quite boring here, but if you have any ideas or way you use Google Assistant, so would it be interesting to hear. So leave a comment below and tell me how you use your Google Assistant. A very nice thing is that the speaker upgrades its software by itself, as long as you're connected to Wi-Fi, so do you always have the latest software on your speaker. And when we come to the sound of the Citation ONE, so do we have internally 2 drivers. We have one 20mm tweeter and one 89mm woofer. And the sound is well balanced, it's crisp and it's clear, and you have a quite good bass. So are you that kind of person who like a little bit more bass in your speaker, so can this be a speaker for you? Especially when you're thinking of how big or how small the speaker is. So I'm quite impressed by the sound. And maybe sometimes when you come up to the higher volumes, can you feel that it drops a little bit in the quality, but more or less do you never play a speaker at full volume. So the speaker is really good when it delivers sound. And I thought we should listen to some sound examples here. If we sum up here, so do we have a speaker with a great design, we have a speaker with a good, balanced and crisp sound. We also have Google Assistant where you can control the speaker with your voice. So we have a quite impressive speaker. And if you are interested in more speakers from the Citation series, so I have another video coming up here with the Citation 300. So come back and look at that. But for now guys, so do I say over and out.